hate filmmaking. It's stressful, it's painful, it's a pain in the ass, and you get no credit for it whatsoever.
Sometimes it goes really great, and you're really proud of what you've done. And of course, sometimes things don't go that smoothly. And go.
Okay, good.
We're in season 6. Damn.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yes. We've done over 50 episodes.
I haven't noticed.
That's a lot of YouTube minutes, people.
It is.
Yeah, that's a lot of time. Because most people our age say they're filmmakers because they own a camera. Do you notice that?
Well,
Everyone's a
usually the
filmmaker.
camera is then used to record sex videos or pranks or murders.
When Victoria was actually the one that told me about this entire thing, she said she was doing some editing for this, and I think she can attest that I was totally floored by this. I went home, I found it on YouTube, and I watched all 50 episodes in 24 hours. That I didn't get a lot of sleep that night, and I flunked a couple of tests because I was supposed to be studying.
So worth it.
Absolutely, totally worth it. And I just saw this, and I've watched it from episode 1 and all the way up through episode 50, and I fell totally in love. I fell totally in love with it.
You can stop. You can stop filming it. That's creepy.
It's behind
I
the scenes.
said, I specifically remember saying, if Bell screws up again, this is going to fall on you. Now I'm giving Bell one more chance. Blah blah blah. Parking ticket. He's done. Understood. I can't risk having Bell around anymore if he's going to constantly get himself into trouble.
Yes, sir. I understand, Captain. I'll find him.
I hope so. Not only for everyone else's sake, but for Bell's sake. He's not only a danger to others, he's a danger to himself.
Sir.
To himself.
Fuck
Those are
you.
I took that out of your head, look.
Danny,
Try it again?
Where's my Grammy?
It's an Emmy, it's not a Grammy.
Suck!
Yeah, it's an Emmy.
There goes my
Emmy.
danger to himself.
Sure.
At least an Academy Award, I think. Here, try it again.
Right.
No, she's at lunch.
Oh, okay, I'll try back later.
Wait, are you that private investigator?
Yeah. What? I don't know. What else? What is?
Yeah, you said yeah, and then so you're working with Belle.
Oh, okay. Sort of. How come? Why?
I'm Jackie Parker.
Thought you said she was at lunch.
Well, she's back.
Fascinating. Go on.
Well, on the system, when we're making an episode, it's done haphazardly and at the last minute. Basically, the situation is that we get a piece of paper and we spend way less time than it should actually take memorizing what's on it, and we attempt to recreate that in a somewhat viable way in front of a camera.
Seriously.
Why you're
I
not
haven't
happy?
done this shit with you in like 6 months, and that's what you give me?
You're not happy with the
loves you.
monologue?
Fuck you. Let's do this.
I love
There'll be
you.
a lot
I
of
love
people
you. Fuck
villain
you.
monologues later.
This is what it's like doing makeup on the
And
system.
laughing.
This is Janelle, our makeup artist.
I just got out of makeup.
Get back to your trailer.
Go, baby. What? He gets like,
Oh, he gets a trailer?
He gets, yeah, sure. What's your longest line here? Yeah, so have you heard anything from
Did we
Bell?
ever figure out if he really went to college?
Yeah, he went.
Sure.
Hey, Tony, did you really go to college, or
Half
have
his
we not
lines
figured that out?
Are sure and not yet.
College, I'm going.
And thanks. The fuck?
You're welcome.
Like a cop. Why?
Well, a week prior, there was a robbery of a police supply warehouse.
Really?
And you won't believe who was behind it.
When you're memorizing off a piece of paper that you've been given 3 minutes ago, you don't have time to think about where should my hands be? Where should I be looking? How should I be looking? Am I upset? Am I really upset? Am I kind of ironic? So we just kind of have to do our best. But
Well, a week prior, there was a robbery of a police supply warehouse.
Really?
And you won't believe who was behind it.
Try me.
The Wildwood Diablos.
so the Wildwood Diablos responsible for breaking James Riddick out of prison?
That's what the evidence says.
Okay.
Which one were you taking out?
I wasn't gonna say
This
what are you
one.
talking about. Because that would make no sense, because I would do the exact same thing that she's doing if I was in a bad mood. So
Okay.
it's like, ultimately what we do have is a set of really good people. And people that can come up with these things at the last minute.
Shit.
Okay,
They won
no,
every 5
no,
days.
shh, we have to now.
Alright, let's see if we can pull this off. Holiday being mad at us for insulting him. Let's see if we can choreograph this just right. This is our cleaning crew.
Do you want us
Hey, guys.
to try it first, or do you want to just do a take?
Generally, a script is written about 20 to 15 minutes before it's filmed, generally. Usually there's actually a master script that's been written, but that I spent a long time writing, and then the day before or during the same day, it'll drastically change. And we just go with it. So basically, I don't even know why I bother writing an entire script, because it ends up not being followed anyway.
And it's absolutely, and believe it or not, it's absolutely amazing how flexible this man is with, not only with characters, but with, not that kind of flexible. I got,
but that's not what we're talking about.
I got a dirty mind. It is really with, not only with lines, but with characters, with plot, with just about anything. This man can work around anything. This man's a born director and a born actor. I'll tell you that right now. He's just great to work with.
Please undress so we can film it.
I'm trying to be. Oh, back it this way.
It's about 33 degrees out today.
This way.
And that's where we're... Actually, we're supposed to be in Wildwood, so I'm going to take this off.
Is there enough one?
Oh, you're not me.
It's Wildwood. We're supposed to be hot.
You can see all the cleavage, right?
We don't.
Here's an example of what we were talking about. The scene we're about to film, I made it up 5 minutes ago. I'm not finished making it up yet. Something could change. Darcy could have a sister in the middle of the scene and we won't even know it.
She'll be dead though. She'll be dead though.
If you look, nothing up my sleeves. There is no script. There are no records. We don't know what we're saying. We're going to completely ad-lib this scene. All we know is we're supposed to drive to James Rick's building address, and we're going to freeze, and we're going to see...
We're leaving how we're gonna do it, do we?
No, we don't. I don't even know how we're going to do this.
Go and I'll start. Wait, move which way? This way?
Like towards the middle. You be.
I haven't.
Oh, and there goes the camera.
It's okay. I won't do a U-turn again.
What?
Where will it be?
Well, just up ahead. You have to make like one more turn. Hold on a second.
And the camera.
Well, we just crashed, so...
For instance, if we go way back to Officer Udris, the scene with Shelly when we killed her, that was great. We didn't have a lot. We had blood and we had a piece of carpet, and it was great. We had our lines that we were given 8 seconds ago, said brilliantly.
Don't, come on, wake up! Come on, wake up!
No, Bobby!
Bobby, come on, wake up! Come on!
Specifically the scene with Shelly. Actually, the lines that I said, I was making up as I go along, because I don't think we actually wrote anything at all for that. I don't think anything Shelly did that entire day was written down anywhere.
Besides die
Yeah, it did, there was a napkin that said die on it.
and bleed.
I don't think there was even an outline at the time. It was pretty much making it up. The entire thing with Shelly's sister was made up that day, 10 minutes before we filmed it.
We knew what we were gonna do, but we just didn't know. We had no idea how we were gonna do it. We just knew that there was a carpet somewhere and there would be blood on it. Oh my god, that's my sister. You have a sister? Yeah.
And everyone was like, she has a sister? So I was like, I have a sister. I was like, no, you do. She's dead. X.
Be sad.
Congratulations, it's a girl.
Alright,
Ready?
you can have it. Take 2. Action.
Go.
Excuse me, are you Jackie Parker?
No, she's at lunch.
Someone will come in the show and we'll give them a character and we're going to film like their scenes over here, scenes over here, scenes over here, to the point where you can't cut them out. And then the character will either stop showing up, not be able to do the show anymore, or something will happen where they can't be in the show anymore. And then you're left with, okay, I have this character here, 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 here. So I can't erase everything. All these pieces are missing, but the pieces we already did film relate to other stories that are going on, because everything is like a really ugly quilt that's all been patched together by a drunken maniac.
Working around her schedules is bad enough.
Yeah, just working around the schedules is tough enough.
It's something I've struggled with for 6 years now. It's something you just get good at. I feel like I constantly have to have a backup plan for each character. Like, what if they disappear from the show at this moment? Like, what do I do?
Where did they go?
We talk about things all the time. We never see them. Or how many times do we talk about Dan Harrison?
Dan Harrison.
Dan Harrison.
Dan Harrison.
Dan Harrison.
Dan Harrison. Dan Harrison.
Dan Harrison. Dan Harrison.
Dan Harrison.
Dan Harrison.
Dan Harrison. Dan Harrison. Dan Harrison or Dan Harrison.
Dan Harrison.
Dan Harrison.
Dan Harrison.
Dan Harrison.
Dan Harrison. Dan Harrison.
Dan Harrison.
Dan Harrison.
Dan Harrison.
Dan Harrison.
Dan Harrison.
Dan Harrison.
Dan Harrison.
Dan Harrison.
4 episodes we've been talking about this character. And we never saw him once. Not once did we see him in 4 episodes. And that's why and then we finally see him once in 41 where he takes Amber hostage and then gets arrested. And that was
just gone.
we started that arc without even knowing who was going to play the part of Dan Harrison.
What's that?
Oh. Hey, Tori, how many pounds are on my ass? Maybe about 2.5?
Let me feel. I'll find out.
That's a bit of a high estimation there.
Just
Call when.
Coming from someone whose lap you've sat upon.
Alright, whenever you're ready, Gracie, go.
Alright, I'm ready. Shut up. Go.
We're high school era children, so we're going to talk about each other. And I really don't want, I mean, that's fine if you're going to, but I don't want to record people talking about other people. First of all, because I can't begin telling you how many problems I end up from that. And second of all, being, I can't really use it for behind the scenes footage if, you know, oh, so-and-so slept with this girl last night, and what a slut, blah, 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 all this. I can't have that because...
Well, it may be true. No one's going to understand
Well, it may be true. No one's gonna understand it. Anyone who does is going to be offended by it, and it has nothing to do with what behind the sscenes actually is.
Yeah.
It's actually a
I think
weight
that
loss
they used to
technique.
call that a
Anyone
corset.
in here who knows?
Brittany Woods, they
I
do
know
it.
her.
Oh, you do?
No, I mean, I'm in
mean,
Brittany Woods, everyone
unfortunately?
does it.
She's a whore.
But she's nice. She's a sweet girl.
She's a nice girl.
But aside
This is
from-
not going
she's-
on
Okay,
there.
anyway,
Alright.
back to the white.
Alright, well,
She
here.
wears 4 bras.
I know.
I was there. Like, she showed me how to make my boobs.
Should I, like, cut for a second
No,
here?
she
or-
I'm gonna bleep the
Well,
name
she
out.
wears 4
No,
bras.
okay.
And
maybe I
she
should try
stuffs.
that.
She's gonna say, does anyone know?
I should try that. I should do like 3 bras.
But the thing is, I don't know why she does. Her boobs are already huge.
This is really good what you do like this because it like people who want to do films instead of starting with like a camera and editing software like we did, they have some kind of basis. Like, okay, these guys have been doing it for longer than me. I can see what they've been doing. This is good what you did.
I think that for every really awkward scene that we totally screwed up, there are 2 that are just really, really well done. So even though the way we make an episode is just completely off the wall, last minute, crazy, chaotic, I think it comes out really well.
To get a piece of, like a napkin and write like notes down, like 5 seconds, give it to someone, memorize it, pass it around, memorize it, make up wherever the hell the cameras are gonna go. Just go, make shit up as you go along. We're gonna make something up to make it make sense, and at the end of the day, it comes together nicely. I don't know how, but it does.
It works out well.
It does.
And the Emmy goes to
Are we ever gonna do the System musical?
Jason.
Sure.
Jason from the System.
His line? Sure.
Anything you do by yourself works the best.
oh,
Oh, shut up.
but
Why am I in the middle?
You're
It's
always in
spectator.
the middle.